Hello everyone, I'm Chastic44 of Sinian's Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we went and created me, and began the game. All we've seen so far is we have been pulled into the city of Canabras, being found just outside the walls, wounded by demons. A dragon in human form, Terendelev, came and healed us up, and has told us, we did what we could, but you're still wounded. Come by tomorrow, and we'll see if we can help you. So, until then, enjoy the festival. And that is what we're going to do. I do need to see if there's anything we have to look at. For example, our inventory. I am wearing studded leather, nothing too special. Engraved lucky bracers, a +1 luck bonus to AC, reflex, will, and fortitude. Nice stuff. I also have scrolls of magic missile, shield, and expeditious retreat. Probably not going to use those. I never use scrolls, despite the fact that I hoard them. Don't have any weapons. I'll probably get one eventually, and then I'll have the nice sword. Character. Yeah, that's basically the character appearance. Spellbook, I can only use 2 spells a day. Journal, it's a few things we can do. We'll walk around and explore. Lovely encyclopedia, so that if there's anything you need to learn about, any information you need to know, you have all of it here. Including creatures, which you may have seen. And, of course, a map. And tab to open things up here. So many happy faces. Days like this keep our hope alive. Let's drink to Canabras. The absence of an answer is an answer to. The city has stood strong for another year. It stand for another. For 100 more. May as well see if there's anyone else named Ramian. Days like this, it's as if the war doesn't even exist. Desna, grant us peace. I have a feeling something terrible is going to happen, as usual. This will ease your suffering. A strange wound. Cursed, perhaps? Interacting, I know how to do that. They should let us off to enjoy the festivities. Instead, we're digging ditches and training day in, day out. I've been a Crusader 5 whole days already, and I love it. Future's going to be grand indeed. Pour me another one. Let's make this a day to remember. I do love a festival. When we win our victory feast, we'll put this one to shame. Everybody's letting their hair down. Everybody's drinking, having a good time. But the spies never let up, so that means no fun for me. They call this a celebration. This is but a paltry imitation of what goes on in my mansion on a dull holiday evening. Oh, what's here? Chest containing the festival attendees' weapons. Doesn't seem like there's much else. Just guards, nobles, citizens, peasants. Oh, there's the name. Grubby peasants and their grubby diversions. Why did I even bother coming? Okay. I should probably adjust things here. Spell combat. As a full round action, he can make all of his attacks with his melee weapon at a -2 penalty, and can also cast any spell from the Magus spell list with a casting time of 1 standard action. I should actually adjust things here. Let's see. Let's put spell combat at the end here. This is a toggle I may want to use in the future. I don't need change shape. While I can do it at any time, poof, and poof, I'm not likely going to use it. Arcane weapon enhancement, I may need that in the future. I don't care about Touch of Fatigue. Dismiss spell is one to have in the background. Let's keep a few cantrips over here. Ignition is 1d3 fire. Elemental Ray I can only use 6 times, but it will be useful in the future. Deals 1d6 points of fire damage, +1 for every level. Okay, that's pretty good. Ignition is not going to be useful then. It's not a bad idea to have Ray of Frost, acid damage, and Disrupt Undead. And then we have Magic Missile and Shield, and that's all I particularly care for at the moment. Anything else I'd need in the future, and I don't have anything in the backpack to use. Alright, let's go ahead and do a few things, like beating this up, why not? Sock him one. Oof. Bam, right in the jaw. You call that a punch? Yeah, let me show you how it's done. Yeah, why not? And I am more of the fighty type, and there seems to be something going on over here, so why not? Left. Aim further to the left. Bullseye. Ooh, what about at 100 paces? Can you do it? Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Crusader gods, behold Iomedae, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
That is very not good. Demons. Well, the dragon's here. That's shockingly disappointing.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
The halfling's armor is splashed with blood, and he is armed to the teeth with a sword, a blade, and a hatchet on his belt, and a crossbow on his back. His voice sounds familiar to you. I've seen you somewhere before.
Yeah, you have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed. I see they've patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
Who's Dascari?
You must have got a good drubbing around the head, friend. Dascari's a demon lord, the most fearsome enemy of all crusaders, and all living things, come to think of it.
And what's the situation in the city?
Who knows? Everything's on fire, crashing down around our ears. Place is crawling with demons. Looks like a whole army attacked the city. We're sitting ducks!
Care to lend me a weapon? I'll try to fight the demons.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even. Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
The halfling's words are drowned out by a terrible rumbling and the rustling of countless tiny wings. Well, I can at least do something.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
Oh, crap.
Behold, Iomedae. Behold the death I saw.
Oh, crap.
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Dascari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Well, good news. I'm alive. That's a plus. Alright. Should probably drop a save. 'Cause we got some exploring to do. Alright. Let's move on. There's some people.
Holy mother of...
A small woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a stream of curses through clenched teeth. She is pinned to the ground by a couple of weighty boulders.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
The young woman in knight's armor studies the rocks intently, clearly trying to work out how to move them.
I feel him all right. When say no to a little less feeling in him. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Spotting you, the knight reaches for her sheathed weapon, but after scrutinizing your face momentarily, she raises her hand in greeting. So, we've either won. We can either try an athletics check or a knowledge check. Either way, we're going to need at least an 11. I'm not going to do the diplomacy one. That's horrible. And evil. And I'm not evil. We don't have to rely on brute strength for this. I'll try to find something to use as a lever. Hopefully this works. Failed. I do kind of want to get this success because I know there's a penalty if you don't. Give me a minute. There we go, that one was a success. You quickly find some suitable sticks and you free the wounded woman from the rubble without even breaking a sweat. Unfortunately, you can actually see what the roll was.
Look at you! It's good to meet someone who uses brains first and brawn second.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomedae. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendeb and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomedae's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
One other thing I'll mention here in the middle. Useful thing in this game, so useful. Word in purple, hover over it. Hey, look at that! Now you know information that you probably should have known because your character would probably know about it. I'm probably not going to hover over a lot of these because I know this kind of stuff, but still, so useful.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
Well, my name is Falai Galasarn.
Good to meet you. Now, tell us all about yourself.
Whoa, girl. Slow down. Exchanging names is enough for now. We don't have time to be swapping life stories. We need to find a way out of here.
She's got a bit of a point.
Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
Anevia tightly ties off the twine on her improvised splint and, leaning on a stick, hauls herself to her feet.
To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Copy that. Okay, and we can select multiple characters just like that. I do need to adjust the party a bit. I'm fine with that. I don't need the optimal auto formation. I want to be at the front. Look, Hulrun put all the confiscated weapons in this chest. Take a look, maybe your things survived the fall. Sounds like a good idea. Okay, so we have a light crossbow, that's good as a secondary. A cold iron rapier, an ever-burning torch, a flail, cloak of resistance, definitely wearing that. A long sword and a short spear. I am going to stick with a long sword because that's how I do it. I think... Okay, yeah. I can use a one-handed weapon like that. I think the difference is whether I'm using it one-handed or two-handed, but... Yeah, I can only use that. And I'll keep a torch in an offhand if need be. The rest of this I don't particularly need. You have a sword, have a shield, and you have banded mail. You've also got a short bow and a torch. Alright. You know what? Rapier and torch. That'll work. And this is... Tyrendilev's Scale. You restore life to a deceased party member. A raised creature has a number of hit points equal to its current hit dice. Raised it also removes death's door. Okay, so the subject of the spell gains 2 permanent negative levels when it's raised, just as if it's been hit by that. Okay. That will be saving.
We do it my way.
Oh, there's a person. By a body.
Who's there?
The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Seele, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Tyrendilev, I can't wrap my head around it.
The girl relaxes slightly, but she keeps her hand on her sheathed weapon. Her self-control falters for a moment, and you glimpse the fear beneath her mask of perfect placidity. She licks her lips nervously. Not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even Tyrendilev.
I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Daskari himself has come to Canobris. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Tyrendilev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
Anevia shakes her head.
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Camellia finishes Anevia's thought with ruthless precision. Tell me about yourself.
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
She touches the polished snake skull amulet that hangs around her neck. What happened to this poor man? Who is he?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Sela's eyes warily scan the area.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Do you want to join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Well, we need to keep moving. There must be a way back to the surface somewhere around here.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Camellia can cure light wounds,
I'll watch your back.
which she might want to cast on herself, yes. Okay, let's loot the body here. A masterwork dagger, and that's it. Okay, and Camellia has the amulet that she can't remove, a chain shirt, and a rapier with a buckler. Cold iron rapier at that. She's also got a few potions on her. You've got a potion on you. Okay. And Camellia is a spirit hunter, a shaman of sorts, so she does have spells that she can cast. Kind of the only source of healing we... Well, no, that's not true. Well, kind of is. Sela is a paladin. Unfortunately, she can't cast any spells at the moment.
We will win this war.
She does have Smite Evil.
I heed the voice of the
Camellia doesn't have much in the way of spells, but she does have some things. Alright. And that's lighting. I don't think I can't
What's
have
on your
that
mind?
on anyone.
I wonder.
Oh, you do, actually. Go ahead, we'll have some light. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here.
I am never wrong.
Next episode, we're going to be dealing with whatever we find inside of this place. Till then, I am Chester44, Alcinius Phalai. That is me, Sela, and Camellia. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.